What's up, guys? So I wanted to kick this off for a while now. I'm doing a speedrunning challenge. It is a Bargain Basher speedrunning challenge, right? Theme of my channel are these budget RC cars. You got things like a DeeRC. You've also got RCs like Largendary, Remo Hobby. Got Hosim, MJX Hypergo, Bezgar. Kind of got quite a whole list of budget-based RC cars. Originally, my thought was I'm gonna make it one chassis based off the PXToys 9200. In my case, it's a DeeRC 9201E, and I thought that would be cool because it's like, you know, there's already a lot of people who do speedrunning videos with that car. I've seen some crazy brushless setups on them. But you know what? For me, my channel, it's about having fun. That's what the RC hobby's about. So I've decided I'm gonna open it up, right? This speedrunning challenge is gonna take place from now until November, what is it, 30th? Last day of November, right? You have up until, I guess, midnight of December 1st to submit your speed running videos, and they are for budget RC cars. We're talking $150 or less. That's what I'm classifying as a budget RC car. And I'm not talking about the big brands like you know, Red Cat. I think you get like a $120 RC. There's the I think there's maybe an option from Arma for 150 bucks. You know, I'm not talking those. I'm talking the off-brand, Amazon, China junk, whatever you want to call them. So I'm gonna list off a few. If you are questioning if your car fits into that category, you just leave a comment on this video, email me, whatever works. So RC brands that are allowed to enter this challenge: Hosim, DeeRC, Bezgar, MJX Hypergo, Haiboxing, WLToys. I'm gonna say that's around it. You know, thought about Larlo, but they're a little more high-end. You know, I mean, they do have a few budget options, but I don't think any of those are one you'd want to speedrun with. If it's under the 150 price point and it's a Larlo, message me, comment about it. But I know like the Omni Terminator is what? The base model is 220, I think. And then the carbon fiber is like 250. So I'm not talking about stuff like that. I'm saying retail value, $150 or less. But it's gonna be open class, okay? If you have a DeeRC 9201E and you wanna leave it stock and you just wanna film a video doing a speed running and say, hey, BargainBashersRc, this is my entry, you can. If you want to go ahead and put a Castle brushless system in there and say, hey, this is my entry, go for it. You know, budget RC cars, I don't have a lot of money. I try to make content that's fun and exciting, but it's an expensive hobby. I don't have a ton of cash. And I have Fetch. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's a cashback rebate couponing app, I guess. So that, you know, when you scan your receipts from groceries or e-receipts from like Amazon, you get points. You could also earn them by playing games on your phone. And I have like 3,000 short of a 3,000 points short of a $50 digital Amazon gift card. So that is going to be the prize. I will have that by the end of this challenge, and one person will get a $50 Amazon gift card. It's not a lot, but it doesn't cost me anything. I decided to do the open class so you guys don't have to buy a new RC car if you want to partake. You have a lot of options, right? I know Christmas is coming up and other holidays. I've got kids' birthdays coming up. Like, money's tight for everybody. I get that. I want to make it fun. So all you got to do, if you have a GPS, you get your budgeted RC car, you go out, you speed run. There's two ways that you could enter. One is use a hashtag in your video of BargainBashers 2024 SR, short for speedrun. Okay, that's one way. The second way would be to email me. I suggest the second way, okay? I've heard in Poor Boys RC that when he's done it in the past and he only did hashtags or tagging the person, I think you could at me potentially. Like in the comments, say, hey, at BargainBashersRc. Like, he wasn't getting them all. You know, YouTube isn't perfect. So the best way would be to email me. You could email bbrc0430@gmail.com. You could say, hey, John, this is my entry into your speedrunning challenge. Link the video, and I'll be good to go. Now, I know I said there's only one prize, but I'm still gonna do leadership boards. It kind of depends on how many entries we get, right? I'm a smaller channel. I don't know what I'm gonna get for interest in this. So my initial thoughts on the leadership board is I go by brand, right? So all the DeeRCs, all the Bezgar, all the Haiboxing, they all get a leadership board, assuming I get multiple of each brand of affordable RC cars. If that doesn't work out, maybe I get like one Bezgar and 10 Haiboxing. If that doesn't work out, you know, I'd obviously put the Bezgar in with the Haiboxing, and then we can rank it that way. I'm also leaning towards scale, right? Because most of these car companies offer different sizes. You've got their 1/10, which is really a 1/12, 1/14, 1/16, 1/18, and some people might own whatever. And they might even want to challenge themselves, right? Like, oh, you could put a fast brushless motor in a 1/12, we'll call it scale RC, and it's much easier to control, right? That's why these PX 9200s do well. But in something like a 1/18 scale Haiboxing, that might be trickier. So maybe you want to challenge yourself and go with something like that. I don't know. It's up to you. But I'm also going to add, you can enter in more than one time. So I've decided you could do one entry per brand. If you're like me and you have Hosim cars, DeeRC cars, Largendary RC cars, Bezgar, you could take those RC cars, you could do one speedrunning video per brand. So I'm not saying, okay, I have the Hosim X07, I have the X05, I have the X06, I have the X03, and those are 4 entries, you know, like, no, that doesn't work. You take a Hosim, you do your speedrun, you get an entry. Then you go, I got a Bezgar, you do a speedrun, you get 2 entries now. And then DeeRC, you get 3, okay? It's all about having fun, and like I said, it's open class. So if you want to do some crazy fast upgrade, go for it. It's up to you. This is just a fun challenge, bringing the budget RC community together. Maybe some people will get a budget RC car for the first time. I'm gonna recommend, if anyone does not have one and wants to join, the 9200 line, right? Like, this is a solid chassis. It's pretty easy to work on. The hardest part is the pressed on pinion tooth for the motor. You have to work around that, or you just get a brand new one. They do sell those on Amazon as well. But you could, like I said, enter anything you want. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this, right? It's about having fun and building up the budget community. Again, to enter, use the hashtag BargainBashersRc 2024SR. You could tag my YouTube channel, or you could email me. Email is probably the preferred method, just to make sure I don't miss it. Okay. The leaderships are going to be, bragging rights. Hey, so-and-so got so fast. That's really all it is, just to make it fun. Everyone gets one entry. They could get multiple if they submit multiple brands, WLToys and a Haiboxing. You're good. $150 cutoff. I don't want 200s, and even some of these budget brands. My Hosim X07, retail price $200. Can't include it. Hosim X05, retail price $100. You could include it. And then maybe you want to do, you could also get more than one entry. I did not mention this. If you start out as brushed, like this, then you convert it to brushless. I'll give you 2 that way. You spent money, you went above and beyond. I'm not gonna say no to that. Those are your options. You have multiple ways to enter. I hope we have fun. I'm gonna throw out a couple speedrunning videos just to join in on the fun. So I don't know how quickly I'll get to them, but it will happen before the last day of November. If you have any questions, comment down below. I hope you guys join in and we can make this kind of fun. And like I said, it's open to everybody. If you don't have a YouTube channel, throw a video up. I don't even care if it's a 30-second short. You get your speed running, tag me in it, that's fine. Long form content is probably more exciting, but if you're not a YouTuber, you don't have to go down that route. I get it. So, hope you all have a good one.